faster with 100.
Okay, so hello again. So we have something to share. Yeah, Oracle is already planning to have some sort of big, giant global demos on Oracle FX Office Hours. That's basically Oracle Office Hour. So we have something like we can at least go through because we have already shared on our one of the blog where we have like I tried to place a couple of things so that we can at least start putting efforts to understand what's new in the 20 point. So in this, we try to, put efforts here. If I go through one by one, let's say, what basically Apex came up with the 21.2. So here we have actually, entirely redesigned the Apex positions. So on the page in our legacy system, or rather not to say legacy, in 21.1 we have we had other positions, like you have after header, page header, these all the page positions we had. So in the latest release in 21.2 we have slightly create kind of a redesigned structure. You can have now banners, you can have some what do I say, full word content. You have hey, hello,
sorry to disturb you. Can you zoom in? It's a little bit the font size. Can you zoom in?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. That's nothing but my TFT is getting okay. So now it's pretty much visible.
Yeah, it's visible now.
All right. So on editing, we will try to zoom it a little bit more so that people can see. So here you can basically identify in 21.1 we had things like pretty much starting from after header, and we had a before footer. So all these locations were there. So body 1, body 2, body 3, these are now deprecated. We are not going to use them. In 21.2 we have a straightforward body, and we can start basically designing the structure. So now you'll see entirely attractive applications in Apex. And if I scroll down a little bit, so when you are in the page designer, you have few more things like you can now add page items and buttons to the body directly. You don't have to go through creating a reason and then have to start adding items, buttons. So you might have noticed when you start adding items and buttons into the region, they have some sort of default padding, and it seems like it occupies a lot of space. But when it comes to 21.2, you already have the feature like you can add all these three things. Basically now we are calling them component, and there will be, you can add a reason, you can add a page item, you can add a directly button. So these all are page elements now. They are not they are no longer a under the reason. So you can have even in the reason, under the reason as well. It's not a pretty rough tough, but you can also utilize them outside the reason.
Can we see in application, because we need to
that's gonna be really helpful. Let's say so far I didn't install it, so I'll go on cloud so that we can at least check things here. I have already shared one of the demo, and the demo has a lot of information there. We might anyone might check this one. What was the application? I need to just
last updated here.
21.1. How do we figure out which one was that?
You can go in the
this one. This one. Okay, got it. Oh, okay. This one you're talking about, you can go here and you can have some last updated this. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. But anyway, I got this. So that's the application we have added just to showcase what we are going through. So you can also check this out. If your application number is 25957, and put anything here, like anything, literally not anything. You can put anything. So when you log in, so here, if you see this body item, so this one of this item, one of this button, and this is the reason. So all these three elements are basically into the body directly. The reason we are not pretty much surprised, that reason can be in a page, but when you talk about the page item and button, you can't directly have them in 21.1, but in 21.2, I'll just quickly show you how things are here maintained. So you can see in the page designer, you have a component view in which you can have a body position, and under the body position, we have page item directly, and body button as well. In earlier, the position was like you might need to go to the region, then you need to create some items, but now you can directly create, because we have this feature. We have region, page item, button. So
button.
yeah,
It means
so
there is
all
no
these
need to
three.
create a region for the button and items, I think.
Yeah, as per the page requirement. Like when you need some reason, you can have it. When you don't, so you don't need to. Like the best scenario, if you see one of the search bars, right? For search bar, I don't think like for any search element, search item, you need some reasons. You can put it on top, right? Like this.
Yeah.
So it
So
feels
there is
like
an
this.
option to put it on navigation bar.
Oh, I'm coming up. I'm coming to that. Yeah, it's a little far away.
Okay.
So these are the positions we have. I think that's gonna be pretty much good for in basically when we are planning to design any application. Like this is the button in the region new, and this is the button in the page directly. So that's the big change they came up. It's entirely redesigned the structure. And if I little bit scroll it down, yeah, as Vikas was just talking about. So this is this, and you were asking, salesman stuff. So here what we are doing, let's think, I think you came up, a while ago to putting one item as a search item in the header. And we were just criticizing why Apex is not planning to put something default location. So now eventually they came up. So you don't need to basically do that stuff over. Could you just share what was that so that we can figure it out? Where was that? I think you added, right?
Yes,
okay, let me check this out. Where was that? So it was it is inspired from here. He saw this and he started. I think search item, right?
Yes.
Oh. Search nothing. Okay, add a search option. Okay, that was that, right? Okay. So okay, there was I think oh, that's what that was last year, right? So you planned and things were added. Similarly, all this things he has modified basically the template, and eventually it was following this particular query and referring this particular item, right? Yes. Which was this. So now this is not necessarily required, because if you check this search bar I have added, so you see this search item. You might be thinking this is some sort of a trick or something what Vikas has done here, right? But this is now pretty great. Like, what do you need to do? Just go to quick edit. I'll show you how did I add this. So this is the what was that? That's a filter, that's a search. And where is this? Oh yeah, see this. So that's we are on page designer. And if you check this out, we have a look, one of the item added, which is saying type is smart filters, right? Well, we are going good, right? The location is, we have added after logo. You can see this location. After the logo, we are adding search item, which is logo is this. And this is the search item. And this search item being responsible to, allowing users to search. And how we are going to allow, basically use this particular item. So you can basically define the reason here under the source, which says a source filter. So you need to create one of the classic report. I mean, one thing I noticed here, there is no such option to add some interactive report or something. You have to have, a classic. Yeah, there is only one option for the classic report. Yeah. So to implement this, I tried to have classic report, and which is for
option was there is one option to move after a logo. You can You'll have to show that the position, region position.
Oh, the position, right? Okay. So
Yeah,
here, if you see the position I have defined, which is after logo, which is nothing but this one, you can see. But here, if you
yeah,
change, like this is when this went to the banner, and if you want to change something like after navigation bar, so this is after navigation bar. But our plan was to have just after the logo,
the logo.
this one, and on particular classic report, you just need to create a report. You can. This is directly on employee,
Okay,
but if you think of the way you can have some queries and function returning queries, and this particular item, basically, what was that? This one will solve the problem automatically. And
okay, the
here
smart
you just need to
that
go
okay,
here
the
and
smart
start
filter will work.
smart filter, basically.
Okay,
Yes, and that's a kind of a reason, not an item. In the reason, you need to define which is a smart filter. Then you need to add one filter, which will be like type as a search, and then boom, you got it. And also you can utilize some sort of search text if you like. I might need to share Oracle text or so. You can use that. I forgot where was that. I didn't mention it somewhere. You can also refer some database columns as well here if you want
okay,
to restrict this particular search. Where was that Oracle text I'm looking for? I think I might forget. I saw it here and I used it. Oh, this one, you see settings. The search type, I'm looking
okay,
for row search, but you can also use the Oracle text features. But a row type, row search is like, I don't need to worry. Uh, it will scan through the records.
okay. Row
So
by row.
let's, it will basically search for entire row. It's not like specific to ename or
Okay,
clerk or whatever. So let's say if I search salesman, that's I think, okay, I sales, what was that? Man. Oh, see here, I searched the salesman and I got the 4 records. And if I again want to have another one, let's say ward, enter, so I can see the filter
okay.
being respected already. Sales is here, and on top of
And
that
the
we have a
word.
word is here. And it's not like these are in pretty much such a way, just put on remove something. These are chips being created and you can utilize them. One more thing, you can use it. I just need to share. If you go here, there are settings where you can basically leverage a lot of things, like the count you want to show, all these things. Okay, under
That will
attributes, if you go, I'll slightly zoom in. So here, you can put some more filter suggested chips that you can basically compact numbers. You can show row count. So if you just allow it, and label is also basically declarative. Let's say total goes in. I search it and reload this, you might see the total.
total numbers. Okay.
That is pretty much derived from the report. If you put again a salesman, so it will give you the eventual result, like there are 4 rows only.
Oh, it will work as a dynamic.
Yeah, that's why it derives everything from this one. So that's the good feature of it. So things are pretty straightforward now, but here I was hiding it already because I don't want something which can mess up with my
On
header.
navigation bar.
Yeah, so that's why I hid it, and yeah, that's about this. And if you really wanted to allow some sort of data source to it, where was that? Here you can also add something like m name, right?
Okay.
Okay, let's have here ename and also ename sort. Okay, and if you save it and now you try it, you can't see anything because I have placed the column name here. And
Okay.
to see ename, you now need to be very specific to the column, which is ename, this one.
Okay.
So it works based on this configuration. When you say multiple things, so we need to check that are used in search. What is the separator to be used? Comma, we can try.
Yeah. Comma with
Job,
column.
comma should be there. I hope so. Okay, if I remove this and put a salesman, yeah, the comma should be fine. So now this is working on job and this working. I need to remove this one. It is hiding my headers.
The attribute.
You go here, you go search, you attribute. So, but when you don't have in the particular navigation bar, you can basically have it like on a page. That's gonna be useful when it is here or somewhere other. But in this position, it is gonna hurt a little bit. Will come up
Yeah.
something if we can show it somewhere else. I mean, I would suggest this should be like if I'm searching this, the total should be on top of somewhere like report. Let's say, let me just reload this. Like we have faceted search. When you search it, so we can have the filter basically search result summary sort of chips on top of report.
Yes,
So
sir.
I would
On the
love
top
to
of
see
the
that.
report.
Yeah. I'm searching it, so I should see how many things are getting, and like all the things should be here. But anyway, so now I'm on salesman. If I try to search, let's say this one, right? And if I hit this one, so there is nothing for this, not even in sales,
Because there
not
is
even in
only
ename.
employee MP name and
So
the
we just
job.
modified it to ename and job. So we would be like, okay, let's go forward. So we can see that.
Yeah.
So that's the fascinating thing in it. And if you want the row search entirely, just click close this and put a save. You don't need to worry.
Yes.
You have all the thing in your hand. Like you just go this way, and I want the department 30. That's it. Okay, now we are talking. Department number 30, I'm trying to search. Why that's not coming? Row search, and I ran it. And let's put 30. That's this.
It should come.
This might be. I'll try if this works or not. Okay, no search column have been provided for facet for P4 search. Really? BPTN, DPTNO. That's here, right?
Yes.
It's okay. Here we don't need to go on detail. We have the port. We have this. Everything is fine. We go to facet. Under the facet, we have search, label, and we have a row search. If I go to Oracle text, and if I search it to 30, it says operating binding does not exist. There is something wrong with doing. Oracle text, I think we're missing some pieces, so I'm not sure. Yeah, we can't go with this. There is some sort of different approach to target the Oracle text search. When it comes to row search, and I'm doing this, so what is wrong with this?
If you see on help, so there is something is written. So please look at once.
Yeah, what?
You only varchar 2 is used to. You can see.
Oh dear, is it? What is it? Oh.
You can see here.
Okay, enter a comma delimiting sensitive. Okay, all varchar columns are automatically be used. All righty, that makes sense. Database column names of the type.
Can you zoom? Can you zoom in? Because it's a little bit font size.
Font size is low, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're right. You good catch. Like all the varchar columns are allowed to search, not the numbers and all, right?
Not the numbers. Yes.
That makes sense.
And
so we were in
and in Oracle text, enter only case sensitive. Let's see here.
Database column name which contains the Oracle. Oh, we need this basically that index. All right. So we were doing things were wrong. Okay. So let's jump and we'll do one thing. I'm gonna try this varchars thing. If I move it to select query, and here I say, and put some aliases, and this should be d dot this, and here we are saying d dot d name, right?
D name, yes.
And put some on d dot
Department number equal to
dept.
E dot department number, yes.
Out things are okay, but the comma is missing, right?
Yes.
And we got it, and we save it. Save this, and let's check. So we have sales, sales, sales. That's job, and let's close this out. Let's check for research. Oh,
Yeah,
that's the
working fine.
okay. We got it. My point is there a join problem? Oh, these are 40, right? Okay, great. So we can just go for sales. Oh, now we can get these. Okay, so you can't basically search for the number fields. You have to go for the var.
Yeah, we cannot go ahead with the numbers.
Good catch. I think that's on this one. So we're good on that. Progressive web app, I already tried in my Android and basically on iPhone as well. You just need to basically enable the thing. If you scroll it down, so on the application setting, in the definition, you just need to enable the progressive web app. Yes, and you whenever you need those installable icons, you need to just enable this installable as well. I just need to show you where it is.
Yeah, where we can enable
Here,
them.
application destination, and that's entirely new thanks to the Vincent. We got the progressive web app on the definitions. Here I can basically enable web app, I can allow installables, and we can give some descriptions. This will display on your mobile phone for app icon. So
App
this will be the
icon.
description, and whether you need a full screen or not. So you can basically switch from URL type legacy web browsing to full screen orientation. If you like some sort of, you can select, and like gamings and all, they don't allow basically, they go for portrait landscape. Similarly, you can put some themes and background. So this one I like a lot. So there is a custom manifest. You can provide your custom manifest code to use it, further enhance the progressive web behavior. Like if you wanted to see in one of my app, I have already implemented this, way back when Insight came up with this. So one of the good feature I saw here, I'm gonna go for inspect. I'm gonna go for inspect, yes, and you will see some great things here. You go for application, and you can see this offline mode, right? If I click,
Yes, yes.
so why isn't showing the offline mode? I'm putting it here. Alrighty. So it was all about when you click on offline, basically you went basically on uh, your internet is down or something, so you can see some notification. So this service worker is here, and you can use the manifest file. So there might be some problems, but anyway, this kind of a thing, like we have placed all the things in our service worker. This is directly copied from Vincent tutorial on the PWA. So similar thing, if you want to add more, you can basically start putting things in the custom manifest file. That's gonna be helpful. And also there is a flexibility of putting icon URL. So if you want to see how it looks like, so that's on my Android phone. This is the icon, and that's exactly an app, PWA app. That's the title we have placed. On my iPhone, I'm still trying. Let's see how much I can, how quickly I can start using the PWA app on my iPhone. But yeah, on Android it seems fine and really great when it comes to the user experience.
Ashish, can you just, sorry to disturb you, I want to ask something.
Mhm.
Yeah, if I just turn off my data, so it will it will work as same or something different if I turn off data
Oh
in
yeah,
mobile?
that's a good one actually. That's a good. I'm glad you asked. So here, like if you are surfing your page application here, like we came to home, we came to body item, we came to search bar. So all three pages are cached into the browser when you
Okay.
enable the PWA. But for
Okay.
new, you can't do anything because when the internet goes off. But when you already browse the pages and PWA will cache everything to the browser, and if
Okay.
you are offline, so you can still access all those pages in the same way, except I
Okay.
think for inactive reports and all, because they uses some ajax and all. Like if you try to search up on top of that, we need to check whether it works on offline mode. But for fetching up new data from server, you might need some internet. So yeah,
Okay. Okay.
that's a good one. Yeah,
Okay.
here we have, oh, this one, Modal Drawer. I like this one a lot. So here, I think one of the plugin I saw, like when you want just some data from, like overlay on the page. So this is gonna be great for model drawers. Uh, okay, I a little bit messed up. E open, close tab, close this, close this. Okay, so I'm here. If you check model drawers, oh, I might need to show some search bar flavor number 2. So this is actually on right, and this was on left. So this kind of a link you will see for install app PWA. You might need to
Okay.
click. So it is saying the browser or the device or browser does not appear to be supported installable PWA right now because of I'm on desktop. So when you are on mobile and you can just click here, so it will start installing into your uh,
Mobile,
mobile
Android
phone,
phone.
mobile, anything else, yeah.
Okay.
And there is a sort of things already mentioned. Yeah, that's about the drawers. Let's jump on this. In mobile drawers, basically, I want to see some information like this on this region. And I can close it. I can get some information from left.
Problem.
So I two sort of positions are allowed. Let's go. How did we do that? And we're going away, starting to run here. Okay, so we're here and let's go. Yeah, so that's the reason. And we have one region here and one region here. These are, let's focus
File.
on the main buttons first, right? So this is the right button, and here we have one dynamic action. On click of this, I'm trying to just open the dialog, right?
Okay.
It has a dialog ID, right? ID. If you can't see, I'll put it in the middle. So that's a dialog ID of the region, and I'm just opening it up. So if I check the right dialog, and here scroll it down a little bit, I have placed the ID, static ID. And if I check the template, that's inline drawer. So you just need to select the inline drawer, and now you have this particular ID here. And the thing is, under the template option, you just need to select the position. Where do you want, from start or end? So this is end
Yeah.
and this is start. That's it.
So left is start and the right is end, right?
Yeah, that's my interpretation, but how template is doing it, like start or end. So this way you might need to change 2 3 things. One is you need to select the inline drawer, and under the template option you need to just choose the location, position, and just the way how
Define
you
the
want to
ID.
open it. So the way I got, the only way, I mean, I have the pretty easiest ways to have ID and calling it through one of the dynamic action. Similarly, for another button, I am using this another same concept, but the ID is different and the reason is different. That's this.
Okay.
If you say this is the and left, we are calling it start, right? Start reason, and the right one we are calling end.
And region. Yeah, in the position.
Just reload this. Start. Oh, so right basically. So
And
end
this
position
is
is
end.
this, and left is basically the start region. So that's this. And my headphone is gone. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, it's audible now.
Hang on, I need to just change the microphone settings.
Okay.
Hello, am I?
Yeah, no need to worry.
Cool,
You
cool,
can
cool.
continue with it.
Great. So my headphone died actually. So that's actually the great thing we came up. Not we, as in like we just try to implement this one. So in Apex now we have a model dialog drawer, so they are gonna be really helpful.
I think there is one plugin for this
Ah,
before
yeah,
this
this is
version.
inspiration. I think it is coming from there. And I think Shakib took time. Basically, in our last demos on, the Apex dev team came up such sort of this idea. They had a lot of things there already. They were doing some classes and IDs, putting there, trying to showcase this region concept, the right drawers. But he also mentioned there, so he'll come up some sort of declarative option. So they come and we can see that's the, I think, look and feel. You can just have from right or from left. That's the good
Yes,
one. So no need to go for another, sort of plugin or all. But
plugins are all.
especially for this one, we already have.
Yes.
Yeah. Facet search enhancement. I don't want to go through this. That's already just the controls and accessibility things are here. So video is already there, so we can just go check this one out. I've shared already here. So alert box are a little trendy now. You can see in my past experience, I have been, watching like customer are really crazy on, oh, we need some sort of fancy, fascinating alerts. So for that, now we have a whole scope here. We can have some custom titles. We can have some declarative style options, warning, danger and success. We can have some icons. So you see, this is the icon, this is the title, this is the message. We can also have some classes that can be utilized like some sort of, custom
Some
CSS
CSS.
code, and that can be used. You see this one. So if I just directly show you on custom confirm box, here you see that's the custom one, and I just need to do what I need to go and edit this. I'll show you how did I do here on particular button. I'm creating one custom, which is the custom dynamic action. So action is confirm here, and on click of confirm I have a title. I can put something here. And if you check this out, it supports the substitution strings. So you don't need to worry like why this is customary. We can use some sort of items also here. And messages already were supporting things like this. So we are good, I think here. That is also custom. Now these are few new stuff that came up. We can select the template here. We can basically put some icons. Like here, if you see, this is the clapping sign.
The icon.
Basically not clapping, it's a sign language sign. And if you wanted to change, just click here, it's coming up. Yeah, okay, let's put something bar chart. And if I save it, and let's try to check this out. If you check this out, so that's a new icon. If you don't want it, just that seems pretty fascinating. And it's not like pretty mandatory stuff. You just need to get rid of this if you don't want it. Just remove this out and just check this out here.
Yeah.
And why that's band coming up? I need to check why that's coming up. Okay, if you're not putting it, then what? If I move it to default, and here, oh, so on default, there is no icon. But if you change it to something, let's say success, right?
Success.
And I'm not using any icon now. Just check this out.
Yeah.
Based on the type, it is giving you one default icon.
Okay.
It's a style basically. But if you actually want some sort of, style,
Another
but
icon.
want your icon like this. So I think that's good. Like that's good thought process. Like when you're giving something by default, you can also have you can just override this one. That is, I think, good thing. I like this particular piece, and here, yeah, that's very good. So color is being in success mode, but the icon is ours. We're good on that. Oh, that's a good one. And these all are the events and all. I think it's fine. And you don't need to worry now on these labels. So earlier they were just okay and cancel, right? But now came up really trendy stuff. Like you can just go for confirm label. You can put something here. and you can go for cancel label. You can put something here, and they also supports the Apex items and system variable.
Items. Okay.
Everything is in developers control, and everything is declarative. So things are, I think, in my way great. And if you check this out, this is the CSS I placed for particular thing. Let's say I don't want this color. Let's move it to something yellow. Okay, that's this, and put okay, save it. So now this is Sean, and if I reload this and okay this, so now this is yellow.
Yeah.
You see, like things are
Yeah.
fascinating now.
Yeah.
This one I think already we have seen a lot of times. We have reason and being already having a lot of features. Now they just moved it to item level. You can have a mini maps in one item if you like. So on particular, on type, basically item type, you can select
Item type.
display map, and you can put some geolocations and you will see.
You
And
will.
in the
Okay. I
map
can.
already we don't need to worry on these custom tooltip and all. Everything is, I think, way back were declarative, and now we can have these are the items. We have two items, and this is custom tooltip. It was already I think implemented way back, but in item we can leverage them as well. Here that's we can select the background, we can choose the zoom level. If you want some marker or not, so you can enable disable. That's the tooltip option they have come up. That's also good to leverage to showcase some sort of mini maps. So you don't need to go from tables every time or something. You can have a default this. I think here I placed one static value. This is it, took it from there.
Coordinates.
I just need to put a coordinates let long, and type is I'm putting point. So that's why I'm seeing this point. I need to check where are some other options we can put in types.
If I will get the coordinate from the database, so it will work as dynamic.
For that, I think you don't need to go for item, right? We can have some report, map reports, and you can basically, like if you go create a reason, and here if you check this map for report, we should go for this, right?
Okay.
And you can use all the leverage we have, local database, REST tables, and everything. But when you have item, you
Okay.
can
In
directly.
item, there is an option. So you are writing an static value.
Oh, this one, right? Okay, okay. So you
So
can
I'm
go
asking
for.
if I'm go with the dynamically from the
Mhm.
database. So can
Yeah,
can
yeah.
we?
Yeah, this is the database column item, even a query. Oh, that's what. So all the
Yeah.
features, I think, the same way, right? That's an
Yeah.
item. How much item can do in Apex? We can do everything here. It just you need to bring back the coordinates, and this will start processing. Oh, that's what.
Okay.
And if I just move it to back, okay, I did actually something fast. Okay, here if I go, where were we? We have finished. I think did this. Alerts are okay. Maps are okay. And yeah, you should cross check this particular video, and they have placed a lot of things here.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So for much more,
It's
we'll
an
bring up
accurate.
something. Yeah. So the demo link I have already placed. If somebody wants to cross check, so you can also check this out here. Some APIs, I think, for dialog page event, I need to check this out. Like um, Apex just came up to the closed events on the dialog page. That we might need to check. Let's check if we try this here. I go here. That's the dialog page. I want to check whether that's holding the particular, cancel event. And let's check on home page. That's gonna be a good one. And if I go here, let's go for dynamic dialog closed, create dynamic action, and just select the region would be, which region it is. When this, one second. Okay, sorry. Just we could go here. I think. How could we do that? So event would be the dialog close. Let's go with what could we use. Dialog closed, and I don't want it to restrict to the reason. Selector expression might be, let's say, window. And if I just put it like this, and let's say, let's use alert. And here,
Your voice is not coming.
is
It's
it?
slow. Yeah, it's
Oh,
audible.
really? Is
Yeah,
it?
now audible.
Okay, okay. So it's something went. Okay. I close this. Oh, nothing works. I might need to. How could we implement this? Here, these all are added up. If I check in here, what's new, right? What's new? See what's new. And if I try to check this out, model direct drawers, we went through.
Not this one.
Let's pull this. Oh, I didn't notice this particular, the icon there about the confirm. Control.
Confirm.
Yeah, that's they're talking about.
Okay, this.
The new model dialog event, new model dialog closed, dialog cancelled event will be fired if user presses escape key or X button in the dialog. So that's for. So we are here, right? Dialog closed. Closed or cancelled, right?
Or close or cancel.
Okay, I see. Let's try. I think there was an option fire on low, maybe. Okay, that's default.
Okay, that is default.
But that's not working what we are looking for. Okay.
Yeah.
But here dialog closed or cancelled event will fire if a user presses the escape.
Or X button.
Could this be could this be maybe let's go with that. I'm just trying. Let's have one item and we are saying open. On click of this, we are saying open an item, and page item would be, what was that? This one, right? 11. That's okay, saved. So I'm gonna go directly from the home page. Okay, don't worry about this one. Click this. Oh, I see.
Okay, on the same page.
I think there was a problem of the origin of the, I think, dialog page, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll dig around this much more. That's we are here and pressed this one. So I got okay. If I click this and click cross, so we got this. Click again, close, we got this. Click again, press escape, we got this. Okay, so you might need to focus basically. The origin makes sense. Huh?
Origin.
Earlier we were just doing from here and that's not happening. Okay, but here it works. Okay, so there might be, I think this might need some more. Here this makes much more, yeah, here is the key point where we are talking.
Or we can select the region here, I think.
Region how? But which region? You see here that
Uh,
is that no, we don't know from where it is. Because for the same page, that is fine. Like we can even use the button here
button.
and we are good. But since we don't know, then that's gonna be a little trouble. Like here, if you go and close this, so we got this, this is fine. I press escape, this is fine. Yeah, like this is okay. But how about this one? So we will check this out because that's a directly we are opening some window, and when we are closing
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
so
it's directly coming from the navigation menu. That's why I think.
all right, you might need to come back this one again. But yeah, for replicating, it works fine here.
Yeah,
So for those who are basically looking to change here, what we could do, we could just add one page and so that people can actually see, right?
yeah,
Let's say I'll add one page just to showcase this particular stuff. And
dialogue.
here, because I'm gonna add it, I'm gonna override this piece from there. So go to this again, navigation menu, and go to navigation menu, scroll it down to dialog event, and I want to page instead of 11, I'll move it to 9 and save it, right? And go to the page 9 again. And here I'll go and add some button which says I'm doing actually the same thing again, but
Okay.
just to we could can basically see when people will come up, they can actually check this out here. And scroll to the behavior, we'll say go for the page which is I think 11, this one, and put okay. And on the same page event we can go from here, just go for dialog event, create right? So here if I see, let's say button was that, right? From button we are opening
Yeah.
it, this is this, we call
The
the
event would be a dialogue or cancelled event.
oh, that's a good catch. So earlier you're doing this wrong. So dialog or cancelled, and
Yeah.
selection type is button here, and on instead of refresh, I'm gonna do something good. What we can do instead of alert, maybe confirm. Same thing. I think we're on the same page. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Closed.
Think let's check this one, save this out. And if I reload, I might need to reload this page. When I click here, so I'm on this page. When I open this, we got this page. When I close this, so we got this. So default confirm is cancel and okay. Yeah? And we got the button. Let's check this again for escape. You might need to update. That's good. Okay. What else? I think for this particular session, we are good on this, and we'll explore more on the API part. So what are they? So we have these, JavaScript API here. So there are 3 blocks. Stephen has added, John has added few things, and Daniel has added the date thing, Apex date JS API. So we'll be exploring it further. I think, yeah, that's for the day. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Sure. And I think we're good. Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
come
enough for
up
the day,
with
I think.
something new for tomorrow or maybe sometime whenever we get time, since we are very
Yeah,
lazy.
definitely. Yeah, yeah.
All right.